Hey Leo, it's Alexis over at Wolf Moon Tarot here to give you your monthly May reading. So this is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or North Node even if you're into that aspect of your chart. But the top row here is going to be your current energy. Middle row are obstacles for the month of May. And then you're going to have major accomplishments. Then we have the bottom of the deck energy. I'm going to clarify a little bit with Friends Tarot and Tea Leaf, and then get some advice from the Starseed Oracle as well, okay? So let's just jump right in here. Your current energy is the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the King of Pentacles, okay? So Knight of Wands, very fast action there. You're carrying a lot of responsibility right now, Leo, with the Nine of Wands, but it's almost over. But you're feeling like very responsible for everything too. Like, this is what I feel like. You have to make quick decisions to take care of the responsibilities of the family for the month of May, and that it feels like you're just juggling so much all at once. But you have to do it very fast. You have to do it very, very fast. But you're feeling like you have to take on a lot of responsibility. You're making major decisions. It feels very heavy, but you're almost there. I feel like by the end of the month, things are going to really peak because you have to move so quickly, it seems like, on whatever decision you're making right now, or maybe some family emergencies have come up and you're in this mode of having to move fast. But you're feeling organized, you're feeling responsible with the King of Pentacles energy here, and you know that it's going to take a lot of money even. Whatever it is you got going on in your current state, it's like, you know what? It is what it is. I got deep pockets. If I got to handle it, I got to handle it. At least I don't have to worry about my funds right now. So that's kind of what the message is that I'm picking up for Leo at this point in time. But really, it's like you're like waking up to the responsibility that you do hold within your family life, within your family dynamic. And it didn't hit you really until the month of May. It seems like that you do actually hold a lot of power, and it didn't hit you until you realize you have to start moving a little bit faster within some of these family decisions that you're making. There could be other messages there. As soon as we clarify, I'll pull some more messages for you. But I do just want to clarify this energy as well. You could be feeling really generous as well, a little more wealth. Like I said, your money is not an issue right now. Whatever it is that you have going on, you're like, whatever, at least I don't have to worry about the money aspect of things. I just have to worry about getting it done. And it just is a lot to do. And we get to your obstacles here, which is the Magician, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So the obstacle here is actually creating, it seems like maybe there's some procrastination here, actually creating the energy maybe to get this stuff done, okay? Or coming up with the solutions, being creative with creating solutions to solve some of these issues that you have to deal with, that you have to move fast on. You're like, well, how do I even do it? So you're having trouble creating the solutions, it seems to me, because you're kind of procrastinating. But because I think maybe you're like, whatever, I have the money. It's maybe coming, not now, but it's coming. It's kind of what I'm getting here. So it's like you can't really make the moves you want to make just yet in the month of May, because it's like you're having trouble creating, or you're having trouble manifesting the proper solution for you. But you're like, it's not the money that I'm worried about. It's how am I going to do it, or how do I do it? Maybe there's a project that you need to handle, and you're like, I don't even really know how to do it myself, but maybe it would be better if I do it myself. Let's see. We can go deeper into that when I clarify. But with the Queen of Cups as an obstacle, it's almost like, Leo, you're wondering how you're going to find the time to also take care of your family. Okay? With the Six of Swords, you have like a lot of moving on and healing. This is a very healing energy. But you're having a hard time healing. You're having a hard time moving on, moving forward. Looking into that, what that new chapter of your life actually does look like, or what that chapter of life would look like healing. So this could very well be you're having a lot of trouble figuring out your emotions or creating that, the healing. Expressing your emotions, being more nurturing to yourself maybe. The obstacle here is healing. How do I heal? How do I solve this problem? Because money can't solve this problem, Leo. How do I create a new beginning? What are the logistics, right? So you're having a lot of trouble coming up with the logistics of a situation is what I feel like here. Because it does take some nurturing qualities. Self-healing, self-nurturing. And you're like, well, how do I even start? How do I even get to my issues, maybe? How do I even start on that path? How do I even figure out what to work on? How do I get there? How do I meditate? That's the problem. You're like, how do I start doing this? It's like, this is something that money can't solve. This is the biggest message I have for you. Money cannot solve whatever this issue is, and you're used to solving those issues with money. But then again, you're kind of like, well, at least I have my job, or at least I have money. If I lose this, at least I have my income. Interesting enough. So this leads me to the final round. Okay, and this is major accomplishments. And this to me shows me that you're leaving a toxic situation. A toxic pattern that you've imposed within yourself. I don't believe it's with someone else. I think it's literally your own toxic thinking. So you do end up coming up with a solution here of where to start within yourself on healing, because you have the Eight of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a moving on card. It's sort of like the Six of Swords, except the Six of Swords is like almost as though you're crossing great lands of water to get to a brand new beginning, to find this place of healing. It's almost like forgetting your complete past to heal. Okay, you're letting deep emotional wounds and trauma and stress go with the Six of Swords. But that's what's so hard for you in the month of May. Healing yourself or your family dynamic. Healing your family dynamic. King of Pentacles. Because you're so sick of whatever toxic cycle you're in. It's like a repetitive cycle, but it looks like in the month of May, you do come to a conclusion and you do break free from self-limiting beliefs, because this isn't your major accomplishments. There's a way out, and you find that way out, and you do celebrate. Okay? You do receive major accolades, major accomplishments, victory here, okay? And then with the Eight of Cups, you literally move on. You're like, okay, well, I got past that toxic cycle. I'm released of this nasty toxic environment or toxic cycle or toxic person, relationship, job. Or you win. You prove your point to someone and they finally get it. There's a lot of rest and relaxation, okay, with the Four of Swords here. You're finally letting your thoughts catch up to you because, like I said, must have been some fast movement problem solving that you have to do, and you're like, no problem, I have the funds to do it. It's just the obstacle here is, how am I going to now take care of myself, or how am I going to heal my family, or how am I going to actually take that next step from here? Because the Magician really is about manifesting and creating solutions and creating abundance and creating doors, opportunities. And your obstacle is, I have the money to do it, I just don't know how to do it. But there's a blockage here, and it's self-care. You're not giving yourself enough, you're not giving yourself proper self-talk either. But you need to heal something big time. You need to emotionally invest in yourself, which it looks like you do, and you do release the self hate, whatever that is, whatever that nasty self-talk is, where you feel stuck or you feel like you can't see a way out. There is a way out, and you do find it. Okay, and you have a cycle that comes to a close here. The Death card, huge thing. Because, I mean, if this doesn't say it enough, the Six of Wands and the Eight of Cups, if that doesn't say it enough, that there's an end of a toxic cycle here, especially moving on from the Eight of Swords, there's an end of a toxic cycle. Okay, and it comes in quick, and you finally get to rest, right? So you have the Knight of Swords, very aggressive, fast action. And there's going to be some sorrow here, I'm not going to lie. After a major battle of winning at all costs. So, Leo, it looks like maybe you end up exchanging some words, exchanging some energy here. That doesn't always lead to a happy ending, but for you, it definitely closes out a cycle. You're like, ooh, goodbye, done, toxic cycle over. Definitely a new chapter coming here, but let's just see what we get. I'm going to clarify the Nine of Wands for Leo. Show me Nine of Wands, please. Month of May for Leo. Looking good, looking like super strong for you too. Go for the Nine of Wands, please. Nine of Wands for Leo. Nine of Wands for Leo. Clarify the Nine of Wands for Leo, please. Let's just take that one. Three of Wands. Okay. Actually making action. Taking action on whatever plans that you have to do. You might have to take a trip. You might have to fly to a family member. You might need to fly someone to you. You may need to bring someone close to you within your family, and you're like, no problem, I have the money. Or, and it happens fast, it might be like an emergency where you have to go somewhere fast, or someone's going to have to come to you fast. And it's like, it is what it is. I am the head of the family at this point. I'm the most secure one in my family. I have to handle this. I have to make it done. I have to get it done. That's kind of what I'm picking up here, Leo. But bottom of the deck energy has the Devil here. Yikes. So this very well could be that toxic pattern that you might have in the month of May. It could be a family member that is constantly needing you, and you end up feeling very responsible for it and having to do it, but you end up breaking that cycle. Queen of Cups could very much be a mother figure. Oh my goodness, it makes sense. Okay. A father or a mother figure within your life might constantly need your assistance. Or there might be an emergency here within a family member or someone that is like a sister or a mother or a grandmother. And you are feeling like the King of Pentacles, Leo. So you're thinking like, well, if anyone's going to handle this family emergency, it's me. But the obstacle shows up here as, how do I manifest this healing with this mother figure or something here? But there's a great accomplishment here that you end up moving forward. You no longer are bound or stuck to this person. You no longer have to feel guilty for whatever this person makes you feel guilty for. You're going to feel very victorious. And you're going to move on. But you really want to heal. And you're like, well, how? How do I heal this with my relationship with this woman, this person? I really feel like it's a female. And you are feeling like you have to do this. It's like an emergency, like a family emergency, or a family time is ticking. Oh, Four of Swords. Maybe someone wants to take a vacation or needs to rest. Four of Swords twice, though. This is pretty intense. What was this one in Strength? Leo card. Maybe you need to go take a vacation to visit someone for this specific healing journey, and you come back victorious. Let's see. Clarify the Queen of Cups, please, for major obstacle for Leo. Thank you. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's someone that relies on you for money, stability, structure, balance. But mainly it's like, you know what? You just got here yourself, and this person is like someone who relies on you to be that stability. Okay. Or how are you going to be able to heal your own? Interesting. Eight of Cups, moving on. After the Judgment came out, the Tower, and Eight of Cups. So you've been putting a lot of you have been feeling, wow, you have like some form of a guilt trip against you here. And with the Judgment card, oops. With the Judgment card here, I really think you have placed a lot of specific duties upon yourself, but you now are becoming very aware and accepting, and you're awakening to this major change that's going to happen with the Tower card here, and you are moving on, and you are like, there needs to be a major change in the dynamic of this relationship, because it is a toxic relationship, and it is actually ruining the stability that I just created for myself. I just got here myself, and now you need me again. And it's like, you know what, that's fine, because I feel like, Leo, you're like, oh, it's fine, I got it, I am the head of the household, I'm the oldest, I'm responsible for it. But you took this responsibility on. And it's not your responsibility, Leo. It's not. Whoever this person is, it's like a toxic family member is what I'm picking up here. Let's see. Clarify. It's like someone's putting a very quick decision on you, making it seem like it's an emergency. In reality, it's like, no, it's not an emergency. This is a freaking vacation, okay? It's a freaking vacation that, yes, I could afford it, but it needs to go here because I just created this for myself and my family, and it's like I don't exactly know how I'm going to do this situation or how I'm going to have this conversation with this person. How am I going to bring this up with this person? But you do have this major awakening here, and then that's where everything changes. And you know what? Let the Tower fall. Let the Tower fall, because I guarantee you on the outside, there is victory here. You do find a way to move on. Clarify the Eight of Swords. Clarify the Eight of Swords, please. for Leo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, Queen of Wands, a mother figure, very nurturing, came out. Two of Pentacles, balance. Oh, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it's something with the family relationship. You have the Five of Pentacles, justice, with maybe with a Libra. Let's see what else go out here. Oh, Nine of Wands in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so let's see here. Nine of Wands reverse, which is like giving up. And then it came out with the Emperor reversed like that. So I want to say you feel like giving up because it's like you have a lot of inability to take action on giving up, or you're like you're being defensive or reactive, and you feel like you want to just give up because you're making like a quick impulsive decision because you feel so like reactive with the Emperor in reverse, right? So you feel like you want to give up, but it's not time to necessarily give up. But then I see the Five of Pentacles here, and then the Justice card, and then it's attached to the Ten of Pentacles, which is a family unit. So you very well could be, this could be more or less about the mother of your children. You break free from a toxic cycle with the Queen of Cups, and you fully embrace your Queen of Wands here, and you move on. So, or, let's see, the Justice card being here, you finally are like, you know what, things need to come to a balance, a fair balance, because the Two of Pentacles, I need the Two of Pentacles because there is a toxic cycle on my Five of Pentacles here, which is like scarce mentality, the lack mindset, versus seeing the world half full, you see your cup half empty. There could very well be someone in your life that tells you this is not fair. This is not fair. You are free. This is not fair. You are free. Your family is very important. This very well could be the mother of your children coming in here to tell you you don't want to be in this environment anymore. You want to be here. I know sometimes five is better than the two, but this is at least way more balanced. Very interesting set of cards, not gonna lie. Queen of Wands showing up is like it's also very nurturing. This is like a very passionate person who can keep everything together, takes care of the kids, takes care of the cats, the house, you. And let me see here. You do find truth. Whatever this Justice card is here, it's like this is the truth in balance, okay? And then you also have the Two of Pentacles. This is the message, okay? You need balance within your home life, okay? Because guess what? For far too long, you've been feeling this. Someone has been making you feel like this, okay? You could also very well be breaking free from a mother figure or a toxic partner. Ooh, it almost feels like you're like stuck in the middle. Huh. And then it's like you really don't want to take action. You really don't want to take action, right? You have the Emperor reverse, and you feel like giving up because you feel like you're stuck in the middle. but you don't see, and it's like you don't see a way out within about your family. It's about money and the family and the mother. Are you even good enough? How can you make this happen? Because you feel like the Emperor in reverse, and you feel like the Nine of Wands. Like you want to just give up because it's like, whoa, this is too much. It's too much. But then let's clarify the Six of Wands here. Clarify the Six of Wands for Leo and their accomplishments. Clarify the Six of Wands. A lot of cards. Someone in your circle is very toxic, and it's like has been really weighing heavy on you, and you're like, how do I put these boundaries up? Okay, yeah, so you do, with the Six of Wands, your celebration is you finally have a very good home life. Happy marriage, happy family, balanced. It's almost like you stop showing up for one person who's taking and taking and taking from you, and you finally show up from the person who's done everything for you. This is actually really nice, and you realize that there's this toxic cycle that you're stuck in. What did I say? Without even all these cards I pulled. There's a toxic cycle that you're stuck in, and finally you see victory because you finally see the truth in the situation that's kind of been draining you, but it's like you feel as though you're the responsible one that has to be that person to do it. Maybe you're like the oldest child, oldest kid, daughter, son, or the only one that has their shit together, even though it's not that together. But it's like you just got it together, and now you need to do this, and it's like you feel super responsible, but really you don't need to. You should be a little more responsible to your home life. But you realize that in the month of May, which is congratulations, because whoever you're with is very supportive. Let's see, Eight of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups for Leo. Eight of Pentacles. It's going to take a lot of work. Eight of Pentacles. It's going to take a lot of work, practice, repetition, dedication. But you will achieve success here. You're moving on. Okay. Let's check with Starseed here and see if we can get any messages of advice for you, Leo. Come on. Let's try to do that. Okay, messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus signs for the month of May. Leo, please. Show me the cards for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Placements. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid transmission, activation. Show me more messages. I love this. It's you really are awakening. You are awakening, that's for sure. Let's just take these three here. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. Love that. Devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. I am sorry. Defenselessness. Right past wrongs and uprooting. Honestly, this card, I think, says it all. The uprooting card. It's like you are making things right, you are healing, and you are moving on. And it's like you can't move on until you close certain doors, toxic cycles. And Leo, it looks like you're doing that. Good for you. I'm getting the sense that there's like some very intense, manipulative mother figure or father figure or sister or aunt, someone who is constantly needs you, and you're just in a new place now, and like you're no longer their like pet or puppy dog or person that they can come to first, and it's like you feel upset, you've always felt guilty for wanting to say no, but now you finally say no, and it's like finally you can build your own freaking life for once, Leo. Make your life a moving prayer. And honestly, I feel like the outcome, it's going to be a healthy outcome, but it might be rough for a while. things won't be normal within that relationship. But for some of you, you might be surprised that they might respect you for it more by putting up that boundary and say, okay, I understand. I'm glad that you finally manned up and you took a stance, and you will need to step into that for your family or for your partnership or whatever it is. So doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. Doors are opening. You're opening them. 8 of Cups, 6 of Swords, Star Bathing, Light Body, Crystal Grid, Transmission Activation. You really are being activated. I mean, you have the Justice card here. Very, very good reading. I just want to see if we get any tea leaf messages here. Any messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? Any messages? Position of authority, Leo. Ooh, yes. In December, money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Come December, you may... Wow, those two came out together. So, in December, you may be running into some form of a winning, windfall, inheritance, money, property, something like that, okay? So that's really good news for you. Any other messages for Leo for the month of May? Everybody loves that. Great worry over nothing. Okay, so maybe, and take care, enemies are working against you. Very interesting cards. Especially for great worry over nothing. Okay, and then you have dealings with a relationship with an older woman and spiritual love. So yes, I think really you're worrying over nothing when it comes to the situation with this woman in your life. I cannot make this shit up, you guys. I read what the cards tell me to read, okay? But you do need to take care because there are some form of enemies working against you. You got the back card here. I don't think it's in relation to this problem. This kind of seems more like work. This kind of just fell out in my hand. I didn't mean to do it, but skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. Maybe someone knows a little something about you that you wish they didn't know. Let's see. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to wrap it up because this is a long reading. Any messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Thank you. I'll take it. You should accept valid criticism. Wow. Very important. Most people don't. But someone who's awakening and becoming more aware does, okay? So it's very important that maybe you do listen to someone that's giving you constructive criticism, and I do think you do with the 8 of Swords here. I really think you listen to some of you might have a very important Libra in your life, or a very important woman in your life, and they've been trying to tell you a lot about balancing your family. 2 of Pentacles on the 10 of Pentacles. You need to balance your family first. And you're like, oh, this makes me feel like, fuck, that's what it makes you feel like. I want to give up. I hate this. I don't want to be the emperor. I hate this. It's kind of what you feel like. Yeah, like, I don't think I can do this. I am not good enough. But you do. You do. Major accomplishment. You find your way out. And you celebrate. You celebrate the 4 of Wands. A freaking happy life. That's what you get, Leo. Stick to your guns. Stand your ground. That is all I have to say for you for the month of May, Leo. I hope it resonated with you. And if it did not, feel free to check back with your other placements. Other than that, peace.